Over 18,000 people turned out to watch a water polo game in Belgrade, Serbia. National Hug Day took off with Team USA, and we've got college scores all coming up next on the Counterattack. Hi everyone, Greg Mescall here. Thanks for joining us on the Counterattack. We start things off with one of the biggest water polo events of all time, the European Championship taking place earlier this month in Belgrade, Serbia. It wrapped up this past weekend. We go to Serbia, check out these highlights. The gold medal final, Serbia taking on Montenegro. 10-8 would be the final, Serbia winning. Here's the final goal from Serbia's Milan Aleksic. They filled the basketball arena with a temporary pool, then filled that with a bunch of people, and they turned out, look at this crowd. Unbelievable to see this many people at a water polo game. We hope it is the start of much more for the sport of water polo and huge crowds turning out to cheer on the game. As a result of that final, Montenegro, despite taking second place, they qualify for the 2016 Olympic Games. Serbia had already qualified as they've been winning just about everything as of late. In the women's final, it was Hungary over the Netherlands 9-7, so Hungary qualifies for the Olympic Games as well. Our own CEO, Chris Ramsey, was on site in Belgrade. Check out this video he shared via Twitter, giving you a good idea of a fan's perspective at the games. And with Olympic berths secured for Montenegro on the men's side and Hungary on the women's side, now we can look towards the Olympic qualification tournament. The draw was announced this past weekend in Belgrade. We start first with the women's event, which concerns Team USA the most, as they have yet to qualify for Rio. And here's what it looks like. Group A is where Team USA is slotted with some heavy hitters. Spain, along with Greece. Canada, always tough. Across the way, Group B, Italy, you've got the Netherlands, and Russia, always tough outs. No easy games coming up this March in the Netherlands. That's where Team USA will need to win a pivotal crossover match. The top four advance to the Rio Olympics. We look now to the men's qualification tournament draw, not as important to the United States. They've already qualified via that Pan American gold medal, but you can see some notable teams here. Hungary, a multiple-time Olympic champ, still looking to battle their way to Rio in Group B. Italy, a former Olympic champ as well, along with Spain, trying to work their way to Rio. Going to be some high-level water polo coming up this spring. More on Olympic water polo. Venues now confirmed in Rio de Janeiro for the Olympic Games. We knew for a while that the later rounds would be taking place at the Olympic Aquatic Stadium, but where would the prelims take place? It's now been confirmed the Maria Link Center in the Barra Olympics cluster will play host to the preliminary rounds August 6th through the 14th. Then the action moves over to the Olympic Aquatics Stadium August 15th through the 20th. That venue will be holding the swimming competition as well, but that wraps before the end of water polo. So much Olympic talk. When can you get a chance to see Team USA in action? Well, we have a good opportunity for you. Louisville, Texas, this February 16th through the 21st. The FINA Women's Intercontinental Tournament. Team USA in action. It'll be their final tune-up before that Olympic qualification tournament. So if you're in the Texas area, be sure to come out. Join us on site in Louisville. If not, we'll live stream the entire event. You can tune in right here on USA Water Polo TV. From international water polo, we turn to the college game, and women's college season now in full swing. And you know it's happening because some of the big pre-conference tournaments are taking place. Most notably this past weekend in Santa Barbara, the UCSB Winter Invite, some of the top teams involved. And let's take a look at some of the notable scores. Again, still early in the year, so that's not going to make or break a team's season. But UCLA upending Michigan 11-7. Hawaii over San Jose State by 2. The home team Gauchos edging the East Coasters Wagner College 10-6. And Cal over Long Beach State 8-3. Keep in mind, number one team in the country, Stanford, off last weekend, so we would suspect they will hold their number one ranking in women's college water polo. Just a couple of weeks ago, we had our first ever Dare to Dream 10U Festival, and it was a great time had by all in Irvine. We're going to have a full feature on this event coming up this week on USA Water Polo TV. Let's give you a quick sneak peek right here on the Counterattack.
We've been winning games, and we've been doing a really good job. My favorite part of this event is playing with my team, and we're having fun, and I like it.
We went yesterday to Boomers. He had fun with all the other players. So far he's having a good weekend, yeah.
Right here at the Counterattack, we're all about social media, you know that. We're all about trending topics, and a big one from last week, National Hug Day. Is this an official holiday? Nobody knows. If it shows up on Twitter, really could have come from anywhere, but everyone jumped on board, including our very own USA Women's Senior National Team. They love to hug just like everyone else. Check out some of these tweets and Instagrams they shared. Melissa Seidemann, I don't know if this is actually a hug. She's about to throw Coach Adam Krikourian in the pool, but she classified it as a hug. Funny stuff there. Going back to the 2012 Olympic Games, Tamua Anai, after the big gold medal win, gets to hug her mom in the stands. A special moment for those two, for sure. And then Cammie Craig on Instagram sharing this one, Sammy Hill and Ashley Johnson. Sammy Hill with a face hug. This still counts, and we're happy to see everyone sharing their National Hug Day excitement on social media, which is the perfect segue to our social media send-off. It's the best of what you're doing, and that includes our national teams and pipeline athletes, our members, right here on social media. Use the hashtag Counterattack. Tweet at us, Instagram at us, Facebook at us. You get the idea. Use the handle at USAWP. We'll share the best of what you're doing right here on the program. We jump right in with a tweet from Lucy Barajas. She's inspired by our very own John Mann. They got to meet and a nice exchange there via Twitter. One of the great things about social media, you can connect with some of your favorite athletes, happening right here for Team USA's John Mann. And then with huge snowfall all across the country, especially in the Northeast this past weekend, we saw swim teams sharing swimming in snow videos. Titan Water Polo brought this one to our attention. Looks awesome, but where's the water polo cap? Where are the water polo balls? I know the snow's not that deep, but did no one want to get in there and pass the ball around a little bit? Maybe that can be something we can see on next week's Counterattack. Now we go back out to Belgrade, Serbia, and the European Championships. And if you didn't know this, our men's senior national team head coach, Dejan Udovicic, is a twin. His twin brother's name, Darko. They got together in Serbia, as documented here by our own Alex Rodriguez, and they celebrated National Hug Day. Brothers got a hug. It reminds me of that great clip from Tommy Boy. Brothers don't shake hands, do they?
Brother?
I'm Paul. You must be Tommy.
Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers gotta hug.
Then just this past week in Colorado Springs, got the chance to talk about all the great water polo things happening on social media with the good people at the U.S. Olympic Committee. Fun times there at the Team USA Comms Workshop. And speaking of social media, emoji talk has surfaced again thanks to Il Polo. Looks like we are now closer than ever to a water polo emoji. Also by this graphic, you can tell other important emojis are on the way. Facepalm, pregnant woman, bacon, clown, all the essentials, right? I would love to be at these emoji meetings where they decide what exactly needs an emoji. And yes, we are aware there's not a female water polo player emoji. Hopefully that's the next thing coming. This emoji's a lefty anyway, so we need a righty emoji, we need a goalkeeper, we need women's emojis, we need all kinds of diverse water polo emojis, but it's a start. Thank you, Il Polo, for sharing that. So again, that's the best of what's going on in water polo on social media. Don't forget to use the hashtag Counterattack, and we'll share the very best of what you're sharing right here on the show. That'll do it for this week's episode. And don't forget, when you're on the Counterattack, even if you're a left-handed emoji, look weak side.